is cracking down on anti-immigration enforcement protests, authorizing ICE agents to arrest potential violent attackers using, quote, whatever means is necessary. The president posted his directive Friday on Truth Social. Meanwhile, a federal judge in Southern California ruled against the administration, the immigration enforcement practice of stopping and detaining people solely because of their race or spoken language. In the Friday ruling, the judge issued a temporary restraining order in favor of 3 men who say they were detained while waiting for work at a bus stop in Southern California. 2 of the men were stopped by ICE and questioned even after saying they are U.S. citizens. NBC News reports the judge's order says agents may not base that suspicion solely on a person's apparent race or ethnicity. The fact that they're speaking Spanish or English with an accent, their presence at a particular location like a bus stop or a day laborer pickup site, or the type of work one does. The judge called the questions in the case simple and non-controversial. The Trump administration did not see it that way. In a press conference over the weekend, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem slammed the decision and promised to appeal.
Yeah, he's an idiot. I mean, he's frankly an idiot. We have all the right in the world to go out on the streets and to uphold the law and to do what we're going to do. So none of our operations are going to change. He made claims that were absolutely false. We are building cases. We are going in on doing our operations and planning them against individuals that we know are dangerous, that are violent, that have criminal activity that they've been involved in, and that's how we're building our cases. So he's making up garbage, filing decisions, and we're going to appeal it and we're going to win.
The he
that she's talking about there.
That she's talking about there is a she. In the words of Aerosmith, dude looks like a lady. And so the judge is actually, we hear, a woman. And just this talk of judges being idiots and people saying, let's just ignore federal judges. I mean, there is such a toxic impact of that, and it's long lasting. And as many people have said, and some allies of the administration have said, that sort of talk actually works against the administration, because when you have administration officials talking about federal judges that way, making a ruling that says you just can't stop people because of how they look, well, that ends up hurting the administration in future cases. So maybe that helps them with a small portion of their base. But Nika, what we're finding is it causes a backlash, not only among federal judges, but also with the rest of the country.
Yeah, they tend to stick together. Joining us now, NBC News senior White House correspondent Gabe Gutierrez with more on this. Gabe, what can you tell us?
Hi there, Mika and Joe. Well, that was quite a press conference over the weekend from Secretary Kristi Noem, but it reflects this broader feeling within the administration that they don't see the judiciary as really a co-equal branch of government, it seems. This is something that they plan to push back quite a bit on many of these rulings. This is another in a long list of rulings that have gone against the administration. And as you pointed out, the president late last week said that they believe that ICE agents should use whatever means necessary to push back against protesters. Now, this came after there were clashes between protesters and ICE agents at the 2 cannabis farms that were raided late last week, and also a shooting at a detention facility in Texas as well. And you'll remember, Joe and Mika, this is something that the president has said before, going back to his theme of law and order, something that he campaigned on over and over again. And during the unrest following the murder of George Floyd back in 2020. He came out with that, with mentioning that when the looting starts, the shooting starts. So we're told that the president watched these images coming out of California late last week and was very upset at what he saw as ICE agents being attacked, and he wanted to come down hard against them, hence that social media post. But you heard there over the weekend the Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, saying that the administration would fight against this ruling. Not surprising, given the administration's stance over the last couple of months when it comes to immigration enforcement. Join me.
All right, NBC's Gabe Gutierrez, thank you
Thanks,
so
Gabe.
much.